G'day, it's Andy Gourley, aka Boss Frog, and I'm here to give some tips to parents today that have young people going to schoolies and leavers all around Australia. Look, Red Frogs you might have heard of. We're one of the largest support networks for schoolies and leavers in Australia. We look after 17 locations, around 70,000 schoolies, including Bali in Fiji and also locations in South Africa. Through that, we do a lot of harm prevention in walk homes, hotel room visits. We give out a course, 7 tons of Allen's Red Frogs. We make about 100,000 pancakes, putting food in them during Schoolies week. And of course, the over 5,000 walk homes that we do are keeping people safe out in those streets, as well as diversion activities with entertainment. And also we talk to 68,000 Year 12s, having a chat to them in their schools, teaching them tips on how not to get evicted from their hotel rooms and how not to turn parents into grandparents over Schoolies weeks and all those solid tips they need to know. But for you as a parent, I'm also a parent of 3 schoolies that have gone through, and it was good to have some tips that I could use for my kids when they went through, and I hope these tips really help you. Number 1 tip from Red Frogs is cook some food to take with them. Send some food, bake some lasagna, spaghetti bolognese, anything's good just to reheat and eat. They need to be eating well during this week. We find that if they do have a few drinks and they're not eating well, they can really crash and burn, particularly around that Tuesday, Wednesday night. So make sure you got some food. One thing I did for my son when he went on his schoolies is I actually bought some grilled vouchers and Betty's burger vouchers, so he had that easy, so he could always get a burger or something to eat, plus send him heaps of food. Number 2 tip is water. Get water in them. A lot of schoolies locations around Australia, it's in summer and it's in the sun, and dehydration is a massive issue. And if they're having a few drinks, alcohol dehydrates them. So buy some slabs of water. Go down to Coles, Woolies, Aldi, wherever you can get it. Buy some slabs of water, send it with them. Again, if they're flying to destinations, again, it might be just giving a Woolies voucher or Coles voucher, or you can pre-order from those locations. Go online with Coles online, Woolies online, pre-order slabs of water, food to the actual hotel itself or to the room, so it gets delivered for them as well, which is another great option. Another tip is simply to put an ICE number in their phone. That's not for their local drug dealer down the road, but an in case of emergency ICE number. And that's a number that they don't mind being rung at 2 in the morning or any time at night to ring someone that can come look after them or to contact them if they're having any dramas. So again, also another good tip on that is to screenshot it and have it as the home page. So again, if the phone locks, we can still see the ICE number in case of emergency number to ring. Also, I really encourage to download the Red Frog app. We've got a Red Frog app which they can put on their phone. That not only gets some random acts of pancakes, as we do about 100,000 pancakes over schoolies, they can order pancakes to the room to get some food in them, but we do walk homes, and this is a big thing we do at schoolies. We do about 5,000 walk homes around Australia, and that's actually dropped sexual assaults from about 75% to 25% in the last 10 years. And just by that early intervention of finding young people on the beach, walking them home, but walking them safely in big groups is so important to limit opportunity for predators during Schoolies week. So get the Red Frog app on their phone. Now another tip as well is put the Red Frog hotline number in their phone, which is 1300 557 123. That's 1300 557 123. Put it in their phone and let them know they can ring Red Frogs to get Red Frogs, actually the lollies, delivered any time of night wherever they are around Australia. And also teams that can come do random acts of pancakes, but also if they need to ring people that are having a bit of issues, they can ring us as well. And like I said before, we had over 7,000 calls on that number just last year. Now also for you as parents, you can ring that number as well. So if you get a call at 2 in the morning and you might be hours away, just ring the Froggers. We have teams on 24-hour shifts and they can go hang out with your young person until you get there or until other assistance arrives as well. So feel free to give us a heads up. Also too, on the Red Frog hotline, we have had parents in the past ring in advance and say, hey, listen, my son or daughter struggles with a pre-existing issue, could be in the mental health space, and we'll just make sure the teams drop in on them and keep an eye on them as well. Again, we've got great referral networks. Again, Red Frogs isn't a mental health agency. We're not the police, we're not the AMBOs, we're referrals though. We can refer to the mental health services or whatever services they need. We've got a great referral network around us, which we can pass that on to the young person or yourself. But again, if you want to give us a heads up, you know, to just do a special drop in on little Johnny or little Mary, we're very happy to do some extra pancakes there if needed. Also too, some parents aren't that keen on Schoolies, which I do understand. And if I could just let you know, Schoolies is so much more safer now than what it was 10 years ago or 15 years ago. The support services around Australia, police, AMBOs, not-for-profits, all the agencies have done a great job in reducing massive incidents. So we've seen a real drop in incidents around Australia, which is excellent. But again, if you're really struggling with the Schoolies thing, we've heard of parents doing, you know, really creative things. They've made deals with their Schoolies where they've gone, look, you can go to Schoolies or you can have the second car. What they didn't realize, you were giving them the second car anyway. Or I will pay for a sub penthouse in this location, but if you choose that location, you got to pay for it yourself. Or a lot of parents have organised overseas trips, so they've gone to France and Italy and America, and even heard of great shopping tours around Australia. But again, get creative. If you're a bit worried about the Schoolies idea, get creative with what you can do as well. Research the locations where your Schoolies are going or leavers are going. One thing I did with the location my son went to is I researched them. They had paddle boarding up there and different activities. So I actually organised some activities for him and bought that in advance for him, not just him, but him and his mates. You need to be doing it with their friends, but look at activity options there. The more action they're doing, the less time for other things they can get up to in that as well. Also too, alcohol on the alcohol front. Now, you know, we have seen parents buying alcohol for their young people. And look, we're not anti-alcohol as an organisation. We're anti-ending up in hospital. But again, you must be careful if you are thinking about buying alcohol. Again, they're going to buy stuff themselves. And my thing is just make it a bit more challenging. Don't make it easier. You know, put a few more challenges there and a few more fences up is a good thing at Schoolies Week. But if you are buying, whatever you're thinking, divided by 4 and go lights, not heavies. Do not buy too much alcohol. It is the major factor for all the sexual assaults and one-punch incidents to room damage, property damage, dangerous balcony activities. The #1 threat is too much alcohol at Schoolies Week. So really encourage you, do not oversupply alcohol. That's a really dangerous thing to do at Schoolies Week. Also too, add us on Facebook. Go to Facebook and Red Frogs and go to our website. We've got a lot of parents tips there, and also join our chat groups. If you want more information, you can chat online or give us a ring yourselves. We'd love to chat to you. But we want to wish you and your young person a very safe Schoolies. Again, plan ahead, get that food, put those numbers in. But look, you've raised a great young person. You can be really confident in them. And you know, again, the biggest bit of advice you can give to them is stay with their mates. Never leave their mate behind. You know, it's our biggest tip we give to Schoolies themselves is never leave your mate behind. That's #1. We want to wish you all the best and God bless from the Boss Frog.